Yesterday, communities across the nation commemorated the anniversary of the September 11th attacks with memorial services and tributes. In Aitkin, it was about honoring those who lost their lives that day, as well as all emergency personnel. Becky Parker tells us how the community showed their support in this week's Community Spotlight.
The Aitkin community came out to show that they will never forget the September 11th attack on America.
We did this tribute the year after 9/11 happened. We thought we had to do something for all the folks that gave their lives on that day. So we figured a 10-year anniversary was a good time to remember. Our slogan is "We never forget," and this just shows we never do forget.
Residents lined the street for a procession of fire trucks, law enforcement, ambulances, and other emergency responders.
It's really nice to see the public turn out on the procession, which was probably about 2.5 miles. There was a lot of people waving flags and standing along the side, saluting the vehicles and the people that went through, and that was extremely nice.
Civil Air Patrol conducted a flyover, reminiscent of the order to ground all planes after the attacks.
It was the first aircraft that was allowed up in the air after the shutdown of the air system in the United States, which is pretty remarkable they were allowed to do that.
A tribute program filled the sanctuary of Westside Church. People watched images from that day in silence. In addition to honoring the more than 3,000 people who lost their lives that day, the program showed appreciation for emergency responders and the military, those who gave their lives in that disaster and those who risk their safety every day. Down the street, rows of American flags stood in tribute, one for each of the 343 firefighters who lost their lives on that day 10 years ago.
Fire service and all emergency services is kind of a close-knit group of people. And we all come together. When we lose somebody in New York, we feel the pain here. So it's like losing a brother, not just losing a firefighter in a different state.
All of this to remember the anniversary and to send a message of unity.
We are Americans. Freedom isn't free. It's been paid at a great price of people giving up their lives, giving the ultimate sacrifice, both military and civilian alike. And 9/11 proved that to us.
And these citizens continue to prove that they have not forgotten. For this week's Community Spotlight, Becky Parker, Lakeland News.
The procession featured emergency personnel from throughout the region, including Aitkin, Brainerd, and Cross Lake.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.